Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. I did a video a few months ago based on a WorldNet Daily article about the Big Bang never happened. This is the book where that came from. Now, of course, the Big Bang cosmology is pretty much generally received, but consensus doesn't mean it's right. And it's not total consensus as well. There's many different theories of origins, like Sir Fred Hoyle and Chandra Wickramasinghe had the steady state theory till just a few years ago, and they were Sir Fred Hoyle. I mean, these are prominent. So Eric J. Lerner, new preface by the author, The Big Bang Never Happened. I know there's been some pushback on this. I know there was on the YouTube channel when I did this article review. Startling refutation of the dominant theory of the origin of the universe. So who is Eric J. Lerner? Eric J. Lerner received an undergraduate degree in physics from Columbia University in the Columbia Ivy League and attended the University of Maryland for graduate studies. An independent researcher and writer, he has published numerous articles on science and technology in many publications, including Discover, Science Digest, Aerospace America, and Spectrum. He received the Award of Excellence from the Aviation Space Writers Association. This is put out by Random House, 1991. This is a first vintage books edition, November 1992. So he has acknowledgments in here, a technical note. Let's read this technical note. In this book, very small and very large numbers are sometimes written in exponential notation. Here, 1015 means I followed by 1 followed by 15 zeros, and 10 negative 15 means 1/10 15th. Large distances are described in terms of light years, the distance light travels in a year, about 10 trillion kilometers. Some papers referred to in this book commonly use another unit, the parsec, which is about 3 light years. So that's kind of interesting. Here's the contents of this. I'm reminded as I'm going through this that planes, satellites, everything's messing up because the Earth's magnetic field, which has a half-life of about 700 years, is rapidly decreasing, especially in parts of the Earth, and they don't know why. I thought I had the phone off. Sorry. So that's pretty fascinating as well. So this is the table of contents, preface. He has some things in here. But again, his basic premise is that it is a impossibility for this to have happened. So let's see the Big Bang. And I've always had questions like if time and space was in the dot of the Big Bang, where was the dot? Where was it at? The mechanisms of the explosions, show you some other things here. We'll see how many pages it is, and then we'll read some things on the back as well. So let's see how many pages this thing is. So this is a guy who writes for Discover, Science Digest, Aviation, different things. Went to Columbia, has a degree in physics. He's won awards writing for science. So it's not some novice out here, if you know what I'm saying. So let's take a look at this. Sorry I moved it so quick, Brother Mallory. So has an extensive bibliography, extensive bibliography credits. So including the index, it is 466 pages. Okay, it says it's a mesmerizing challenge to orthodox cosmology with powerful implications not only for cosmology itself, but also for our notions of time, God, and human nature. With a new preface addressing the latest developments in the field, far-ranging and provocative, the Big Bang never happened is more than a critique of one of the primary theories of astronomy, that the universe appeared out of nothingness in a single cataclysmic cataclysmic explosion 10 to 20 billion years ago, drawing on new discoveries in particle physics and thermodynamics, as well as on readings in history and philosophy. Eric J. Lerner confronts the values behind the Big Bang Theory, the belief that mathematical formulas are superior to empirical observation, that the universe is finite and decaying, and that it could only come into being through some outside force. With inspiring boldness and scientific rigor, he offers a brilliantly orchestrated argument that generates explosive intellectual debate. The Chicago Tribune says Lerner does a fine job poking holes in Big Bang thinking and provides a historical perspective as well, linking scientific theories to trends in philosophies, politics, religion, and even economics. A most readable book. Again, 466 pages. What causes the Hubble shift? I'll show you just a couple pages of the bibliography. So, you know, it's something you may want to look into. You might want to look into the debunkings of it as well to try to get you some understanding on where this particular theory stands. Is it still valid? Where are we at in theories of origins? Because if we don't know where we came from, we won't know where we're going. So The Big Bang Never Happened by Eric J. Lerner, Vintage Books. God bless. I'll talk with you later in Jesus' name.